Yeah.
So it's looking like Carrie and Victor and Wes are likely running late. Wes had to evidently had to go change a tire.
Have fun.
Yes, tons of fun. And like I said, Carrie and Victor are they're just running late. Their dinner is running a little longer than they expected. So
Well, shit.
yes, but uh, I guess that is 100%. Okay, I I'm ready to start. We can fold them in as they arrive. I think. Yes. So, welcome to the Pirates of Drinax. We'll be picking up where we left off last week. The travelers. There was much discussion about what was to be done, and they know that Princess Rao has been uh, conducting secret meetings with uh, emissaries from the Zhodani consulate, specifically Zhodani Taj agents, and they finally decided that they were going to go deal with the Taj who is waiting in the rings of the gas giant Calvin, which is 70 AU, all the way out at the very edge of the Asim system. And so that's where we will be picking up. They have decided that they are going to make their jump and spend a week in jump space, since it is faster than it would be if they were to travel. I mean, Calvin's way out there, 70 AU. That's a fur piece. So um, it will take a while. It would take quite a while for them to make the journey with maneuver drive under conventional means. But before we get started, we'd like to thank a friend of the Greenwater Guildhall. None of these are sponsorships or partnerships of any kind. They are just products that we really like. And tonight we'd like to thank the Speechless Bard. Speechless Bard makes beautiful, very artistic leather products for your tabletop role playing games, such as covers for your core rulebooks. She has, um, if you like to show off your geeky side, she has a full line of dice bracelets that are leather bracelets with the dice cutouts, and they can be done in a number of different styles. Very popular one is the Pride bracelet, where each of the dice is a different color. Um, just she just has does amazing work, has amazing products, and she does all of the work by hand, including painting and stitching, and she even goes so far as to pick out the leather swaths herself rather than purchasing them sight unseen in bulk. So, if you are interested in that sort of thing, and I mean you should be, she's got excellent stuff. Definitely check her out. And if you're going to order, and this is especially true if it's for a gift, you will want to give yourself a little bit of extra time, because she is over in the UK, and with all of the shipping debacles that have been going on for the last 3 years, it can take a little bit of time to cross the pond and make it through customs and into your greedy little hands. If you are a fan of the shows, if you like our channel, we do have a merch store on Zazzle. We've got T-shirts. We've got a fleece blanket that comes in 3 different sizes. We have a beer stein that in reality makes a better coffee mug. Um, yeah, we have a whole bunch of stuff, and all 100% of the proceeds go back into the channel. So if you are wanting to help support us, and maybe you need a new shirt, or you want to get a button to put on your dice bag, then head on over to our Zazzle shop, and you can help support the channel. We appreciate anything that you do. I have gotten through the first level of the namesake dungeon for the Lost Mines of Drothamstone. I am now on to level 2. I suspect that there will be 3, maybe 4 level. Well, there's going to be 4 levels to this dungeon, or at least 4 different maps to this dungeon, and so I am speedily heading in the direction, and I mean, I'm still with 3 more maps to detail. I'm still at the point where I'm not comfortable saying how long it will take me, because some days I can do 20 rooms, and then other days I can do 5, and sometimes I can only do 2 or 3. But writing is what it is. It comes and it goes. The writing gods giveth, and the writing gods, well, they don't taketh away, but they don't giveth. And so I'm not comfortable giving an estimate ETA on how soon before that book is done, but it is coming. And all I can say is very soon. But you will be able to purchase that, and all of the Braunhaven books are available on DriveThruRPG and Big Geek Emporium. So definitely check them out, and you can follow along with our Saturday campaign, or use them and drop them into your own campaigns. They're pretty modular. You can basically drop them anywhere you want. So check them out, and I hope you enjoy. So where we left off, you guys had we're just going to say that Qingxi had made the jump, and so some things to keep in mind. Now, let's see here. I need to find this. It is on page 25. So on page 25 of the Central Supply Catalog 2023 update is the... Where'd it go? Page 25. There it is the psionic shield helmet. Now, this is... So its description, of course, is a psionic shield helmet can be built into armor or worn as a separate unit. These are separate units. And it acts as a shield, and its psionic influence is blocking all telepathic powers. So there's no role that these guys can make that they could beat. This just outright blocks any telepathic powers. Now, that's not to say that it stops any other powers, but telepathic powers specifically are the ones that this will block. It is a tech level 12 item, weighs 2 kilograms, and so there is enough. He's got enough of these to give to all of you. Well, that's not necessarily true. He's got 6 of them, and of course he's wearing one because he's planning on. Well, Prince Eric's kind of planning on being a part of the vanguard of this. Now,
somebody want to convince him not to?
Yeah, it might not be a good idea, but so there are 5 more of these things that can be, of course, handed out, and I don't know that even 1, 2. So there are.
It's not enough to cover all of us because there are 6 of us.
Right, there are 6 of you. The other question that I have is that, so if I am understanding your overall plan correctly, your plan was that both your ship and her yacht were going to jump, right?
Yeah.
And you were using Anubis because Anubis has all of the fancy stealth capabilities, as well as the holographic hull. Okay. So then my question is, and I mean, of course, she's capable of doing it herself, but I don't necessarily know that you want her in a position to be piloting a ship. So who from your crew is on her yacht?
I was planning on being on the yacht.
Okay. That is what I needed to know.
Yeah, I think we should have more than just the captain on the yacht, though.
Yeah, well, I thought
No
the
kidding.
idea was we're gonna go from the yacht in there and like kill everybody, and then hopefully score their ship also.
Well,
So-
while we're traveling this week, I have a few questions.
Okay.
That maybe the princess will answer. When she shows up for these meetings, do they actually physically see each other and meet?
Yes. She would jump out. So these meetings, she would jump into the system, stay on a seam for about 24 hours, basically long enough for them to refuel her ship. And then she would jump out, usually under a false flag, stating, with a false flight plan or jump plan, saying that she's jumping somewhere else. But in reality, she would jump to the end of the system. It would be an intra-system jump. And she would then dock with the Ghost of the Reach, and they would basically have a meeting that would usually last about 24 hours. She would then leave and re-jump, do an intra-system jump, coming back to a seam, and would then land on the planet for about 24 hours, refuel, and then leave and head back to Drinax. And she would do this every couple of months.
Do these Marines teleport into her ship during this?
No Marines have technically teleported into her ship, but then again, they wouldn't because she isn't a threat.
Yeah, everything should like appear normal for them.
Okay.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
That's the idea. So
Whose ship is Henrik on?
I believe that I should stay on the Anubis, so that we can, so that I can run the jump drive and astrogation if necessary.
Okay.
And so I think Wes was going to stay on the Anubis as well.
And then everybody else on the yacht. Is that how it's done?
I think that was the plan.
Like,
Okay.
you guys have some
That's
Marines.
fine with me.
Yeah, we have our Marines, and we have pilot on the
And an
Anubis.
engineer.
Okay.
Well, kind of. I got engineer power in this character.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I have engineer power in this one, in this character.
Okay.
My other characters got engineer everything.
Okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
what kind of armor do these Marines have?
Well, hold on and I will look at it and give you an idea. Ow. Sorry, I'm trying to match a background here. That'll do. The fuck? Where did it go?
I bet my Gauss pistol won't even pin.
Okay. Okay. So, wait through that, like that, and then. Where did? Interesting. Okay. I don't know. For some reason, all my stuff's not where it's supposed to be, but that's okay. That'll do. Oh wait, I don't need that. Never mind. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm all kinds of discombobulated tonight.
Me too.
Yummy num.
Okay, so so Beth, you are on the hey, there's Ching Chi. So you are on the princess's yacht. Which I would imagine more than likely Prince Herrick is probably also I would say he's also going to be on the yacht because he is not about to let his perfidious sister out of his sight.
Man.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, just no trust in this family. I just don't understand.
But if he wants us to win, we need all the helmets. Can we like tie him to something so that if he gets invaded psychically, he can't do anything? There's got to be some way to figure out what to do.
Hello, Carrie. Hello, Victor. So, I mean,
A couple people aren't on this ship. They're on the other one. Do they need helmets?
I mean, you don't necessarily. I mean, not everybody. So, for instance, you've got Marines. You've got he's brought along 4 of his Hawk Warriors. And from the description that Rao gave, it doesn't seem like that the Ghost of the Reach doesn't have a huge complement. So he brought his 4. He brought 4 of his Hawk Warriors, and then so the Osiris. Well, actually, the
Osiris has got what, 8 Marines?
yeah, but you're not on the Osiris. You are on the Anubis. The Anubis has 3 Marines. So the question then, of course, is how many Marines of the 3 from the Anubis? How many are you putting any of them on the yacht, or are you keeping them on the Anubis? What is your placement? So, figure Prince Herrick and 4 of his Hawk Warriors are going to be on the princess's yacht.
So maybe all the Marines should go to the other one, so that's like more even.
Okay.
And if they're all like helmetless, then perhaps it's better to have less rather than more.
Well, right, and what I was going to say about the helmets is that so in the case of, for instance, Prince Herrick, if you're giving all of your crew, which of course are going to be the frontline people, if you're giving them all a helmet to prevent telepathic suggestion.
And
There's not you don't really need to tie him up or tie anybody up. There's not really any ability that would allow the Zhodani to really, there's nothing like full mind control.
okay.
Well, let me hold on before
My brain filled in the details with magic. Totally.
Right. Let me open up Alien of the Charted Space, because there is some new Zhodani psionic skills that Ching-Shi has access to. And I've looked at them all of like 3 times because they've never been pertinent until now. Let's see here.
I haven't been able to get, or I'm sitting trying to use the link you sent me to the server, and I'm not able to get to it to open anything up.
That might be my fault. So let's see here, and I'll go check on that in just a moment. So let's see. There's nothing here that would allow them. No, wait. Transfer some or all of his psi to a. Oh no, that's not it. Yeah, there's nothing here that would allow them. Oh wait. Nope. There's nothing here that would allow them to take somebody over. At least not that I'm saying. Give me just a moment. Let me go check on that, and that'll give Wes another minute to try and get here.
Yeah.
So, wait, who's getting a helmet? I got confused.
My non-nicotine tobacco is coming through the pipe into my mouth.
Whoops.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's an herbal tobacco. It's supposed to help people that are trying to get off of cigarettes or pipes. So you only have. So while you smoke this, you don't get any nicotine. So your body gets rid of the addiction to nicotine, and you don't have to fight the physical.
I did the gum, and yeah, I don't even like crave cigarettes anymore, but I do crave the gum every once in a while now. But, yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's not quite as bad. So
I don't know. I gave up nicotine 50 years ago, so.
Oh well, geez, you got to.
I don't remember it.
That's funny because I quit smoking 20 years ago, and every so often I would like just kiss somebody to suck the smoke out of their lungs. Even though, I mean, I quit and I haven't gone back at all. But every so often I just get that, like, I don't know, my lizard brain plugs in and demands attention.
Yeah, I get it, man. But it's just weird to have that supplemented into gum, which is so much less cool.
That's what you crave. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
So that link should work now. It was on my end. It had a Windows update, which caused it to restart, and hooray for Windows updates.
Fair.
Yeah, I got one today, too. Anybody know what it is?
No clue. I've given up trying to follow.
It was. It said, hey, you got an update. Well, like, he didn't give me an option.
Right, yeah, no, it was some kind of critical update. And the thing that's funny about the server is that server is still on Windows 10, mostly because it just doesn't have the balls to be on Windows 11. It doesn't have the TPM security and all of that. And so I'm like, whatever, it can stay on Windows 10. I don't give a shit. All it does is basically serve our files for our RPG games. And there may be a solution to that coming in the future. I'm not 100% sold on it, but I will say that I'm probably about 80% sold on it. I like it. So our Saturday game, we tried a new virtual tabletop that I know, sacrilege. It's not Roll20. It's called Roll, and you can check it out at playroll.com. And it handles some things differently in a way that I really like. So one of the things that has always irritated me about Roll20 is that it is 100% focused on your token. So these tokens down here, everything is based around what goes on with these tokens. Your character sheet, your bio, your putting you into the initiative stack, everything's based on those. Roll did it more like you would do if you were actually sitting around a table. Everything instead is based on your character sheet. And it gives you the ability to custom make your own character sheets. And so that's what we did for our Saturday game. I custom made character sheets for the Braunhaven game. I have now custom made a referee's screen to be used during the game that has initiative in it and all that. It is a very cool system. And it also, because it's not focused on the tokens, it gets away from that pitfall that Roll20 causes, and it's the same thing that you get when you insist on playing like a D&D game with focusing on miniatures. Is that the players sit down and they see the table with all of the fancy terrain and the miniatures on it, and rather than listening to the description of the room that they're in, the players are instead, their brain shuts off, and they are counting the squares on how to get where they want to go. They're playing chess. They're not playing D&D. And so Roll gets us away from that, and I really dig that. I'm a huge fan of that. So I don't know. That was the other reason. So for like Traveler, I think this would be really pertinent. You can upload your PDFs and you can share them with the people that are playing in your game room. And so there is a way. I don't know if I've done any here. I don't see any. So there is a way that you can upload PDFs to Roll20. The problem with that is that Roll20, in this window that we are in now, it will try, when you click on a PDF, it will try to open its own window in this browser tab. And because it does that, it chokes very badly and causes the whole thing to bog down. I have never once seen anybody successfully do it. If it's maybe 1 or 2 pages and it's not something that's graphics heavy, that it might work, but show me an RPG that's 1 or 2 pages that isn't graphics heavy in the modern age, and tell me that that's going to work. And so Roll does it differently. Roll treats it just like any other PDF that you find anywhere on the web. When you click on it, it asks you what you want to do with it, and the first option is open in a new window. And when you click that, it just opens another tab in your browser nearly instantaneously, so that you can scroll and browse and read it. So I don't know. We might be moving the Traveler games over to Roll. I'm a pretty big fan, but I don't know. We'll see.
It was pretty easy to join and use, so I don't think it'll be too bad if we decide to go that way.
Yeah, I think the biggest, I think the most work ends up being on my end, because I've got to pull in any maps, or in our case, the majority of stuff would be images and pictures, because I use the images and pictures bit a lot for Traveler. Traveler just seems to work better with Theater of the Mind than some other games. So, but yeah, so a lot of the work's going to be on my end. But I mean, that's the other thing about Roll, is that we, so far in our one time trying it, we didn't have to use Skype. Their in system audio and video worked flawlessly. So, yeah, I'm a fan. I gotta say. So you've got the Hawk Warriors on the yacht. You've got Cameron or Beth on the yacht. Who is anybody else travel? I know that Keith's staying on the Anubis. I would assume that she is probably the one flying Anubis. I mean, if Beth's going to be on the yacht, Beth can fly the yacht.
Yeah, I suppose I'd rather be there for armed support, but I suppose that's true. I'd have to fly the Anubis.
Wait, that'd be like 3 people on there from our crew, so that would leave me with very much.
I'm on the yacht.
Okay, so Gregor's on the yacht.
Yeah, I thought Ching-Chi was coming with me. I thought they had Marines and stuff to help them pilot.
I thought so too.
Well, I mean, you could do it that way. I mean, so you've got your 2 best pilots here. You want I don't know if you want them both in one place.
I asked a question about their armor, the bad guy's armor. Did we get an answer?
Oh, right. They. So you are not sure, but from the description that and Rao's, not really a. She's a thinker. She's not a military mastermind or a technologist. From her description, it's either at the very worst or at the very least, it would be combat armor of some kind. At the very most, it could be battle dress.
Well, okay, if we want to split up the pilots, then shouldn't you come aboard or something? I think we need at least 3 of us.
I agree. There should be 3 of us on
The yacht.
on the yacht. But which 3 is a good question.
Right.
What do you think, Captain?
Yeah, Captain, what do you think?
Oh man. Okay.
Command.
I guess we're gonna.
So just because there are 3 people on the yacht doesn't mean that the 3 people that are on the Anubis aren't going to get an opportunity to go to the yacht or to go to the Ghost of the Reach as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not. You're not stuck because the assumption, of course, is the assumption of that. I mean, you're trying to put an end to this, right? You're trying to essentially tell the Zhodani to fuck off, and when they get all the way to fucking off, to then fuck off some more. You don't, and whether that means that they leave or die. That I mean. Okay, you're cool either way, right?
We'll have Ting and Ching-Chi on the Anubis, and then everybody else on the other one. And
and Jacob.
Yes, exactly. Yes, sorry.
So you want Jacob on the Anubis as well?
I think so.
Okay.
He's like Ching-Chi's pal.
Right. Okay.
Yes. That sounds good.
I don't want to break up any friend groups.
Okay, so then
it's going to be hard to pin these guys.
Okay, so a week goes by. You guys plan as best as you can, and like I said, you're essentially basing all of your plans off of what Princess Rao is telling you, and you're basing your real life plan off of essentially a D&D game of her telling you and you going, okay, well, it's kind of like this, and this is, trust me, you honestly, you guys have come up with worse ideas for planning, and that's when you have the maps in front of you. So you guys spend your week plotting this all out, and at the end of the week, you come out of jump. Now, of course, they are going to basically they're going to see the yacht immediately. You're not going to be able to hide it, but
They're supposed to see the yacht.
right. But let's see.
Battle dress on.
Holy shit. Okay.
Battle dress on, helmet on. Can I put the helmet over my battle dress?
Well, you have a choice. You can either wear the helmet of your battle dress or you can wear the Psi helmet. But not both.
I want to wear the Psi helmet.
I think I'll wear the Psi helmet also. Lady, Queen, Admiral, Captain.
So, Ching Shi and Jacob. So, I mean, Ching Shi, you are piloting the Anubis. You guys come out of jump slightly before the yacht, which would make sense since you jumped first. And which one of you is operating sensors? I mean, normally that would be a Ting thing, I think. But
Yeah,
he's got +2 or +3 or something. He's got +2.
I mean, I could roll for Ting.
let me pull up Jacob's character sheet. I think we might need you to roll for Tink. If I'm being totally honest, electronics, his specialty in electronics is remote ops.
Mhm.
So he would have sensors at 0 at the very least.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have sensors at 0.
Okay, so you probably want Ting to roll.
Yes, we definitely do.
All right. No, and he gets another +2 for the ship sensors, I do believe. Let's see. It has advanced sensors, so that is a +2. Let's see what he gets. A 14, which is formidable. And that is what he needed. Now, about
an 14?
About an hour and a half later, Princess Rao's yacht comes out of jump. Who on the yacht is doing a sensors check?
Probably me. I got a +1.
Okay.
Do we add education?
Yeah, it would be electronic sensors plus intellect or education, your choice.
That'd be a +1.
I only got 6. I did really shit.
So, on the yacht, of course, and of course, you guys, I would assume you guys, and maybe this is me, maybe I'm metagaming too much, but I'm assuming that you guys are maintaining radio silence between the two ships.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
I would hope so.
So,
Captain, I hope so.
So the Rao's Royal Yacht does not detect anything in the area. You are seeing a large gas giant, and actually, I thought maybe, perchance, no. Okay, never mind. You are seeing, of course, this large gas giant, and I can.
So how many Psi helmets were there, and are there any on the Anubis?
There were 6, so I would assume that, and they had decided to keep. Well, Beth decided that you guys kind of needed them all for yourself, since you are the vanguard. You are leading the charge. So yeah, I would assume that Jacob, Ching, Shi, and Ting have Psi helmets.
Okay. And then I assume it's not like a one-way mirror. Like, can I be psionic but block psionic like a one-way mirror?
That is a very good question. So it says,
I don't think it says.
it says blocking all telepathic powers.
Okay. Specific telepathic, so
It
it's
is
not aware.
Right. It is specific to telepathy. So anything that would be telepathy based is not going to function, but that doesn't stop you from using anything else.
The other things. Okay.
And of course, the Psi helmet. Just the Psi helmet was essentially designed because that is what the Imperium most fears. The Zhodani consulate, at least the propaganda, and it's not entirely propaganda. The propaganda that is sent around the Imperium about how awful the Zhodani consulate is that they are essentially a police state, and this is mostly true. So there are two castes of people that live in the consulate. There are the those that are psionic, and they are elevated to nearly a status of nobility. And then there are those that are the plebs that are not. And one of the jobs of the Taj Jabbar is that they're often referred to as the thought police. And so the Taj Jabbar will randomly sample using telepathy, sense thoughts or telepathy, and they will walk the streets undercover, randomly sampling the populace, and essentially they are searching for people that are unhappy, and for literally everybody in the consulate, you are assigned a job. Not at birth, but in at least adolescence, and it is presumed that you are happy in that job. Now, the propaganda that goes around in the Imperium is that they have thought police. If you're unhappy, you are sent to a re-education camp. Blah blah blah. That's not entirely untrue, but from the Zhodani's viewpoint, is that nobody should be forced to be in a career that they are unhappy in, or in a situation that they are unhappy in. And so they are sent to counselors to basically help their mood and to alleviate their suffering, their mental suffering. And then they're usually placed in another position, something that hopefully after these counseling sessions, they will figure out that, maybe you're not so good at welding cars. We'll go ahead and put you over here, and you can be a teacher, or you can be, a pool cleaner, or, whatever. And so,
Bartender.
bartender, and so, like I said, the propaganda is not entirely wrong, and I guess it just really depends on how you view it. But the consulate is not above not only embracing the view of that propaganda, they're fully aware of it, but they do some shady shit. And it's not to say that the Imperium doesn't. They do some shady shit too, but it really blurs the lines between what is propaganda and what isn't. Well, it all depends on how you look at it.
Sure.
So,
You want to see saddy shit? Talk about my military career.
exactly. Right. Yeah. No. 100%. I got a friend. He
Get sent to a client system to help them adjust to being with the Imperial.
Well, and a lot of the knowledge that I've learned, especially within the past couple of years, about propaganda, especially in a sci-fi campaign, it comes from my friend who worked psyops, and usually the propaganda that is spread is not that far off from the truth. It's just you just do some minor twists and some minor tweaks, and now it suddenly looks a lot worse than it really is. Or
it's got to be feasible.
Right, it has to be feasible, and that is the key. So you guys jump all the way out here to Calvin, which is this last lonely gas giant out here. It is it's not the biggest gas giant, but it is a size R, so it's the biggest in the system. And there are some rad worlds and ice worlds. There is a very of course, thin. It doesn't show a ring system on any of these, but there is a small ring system, mostly junk that is following these two ice. Excuse me, these two ice world moons that orbit it, and the yacht doesn't see anything other than this right here. They don't. You don't. You guys don't see a ship or anything. You just see a bunch of icy chunks and a lonely gas giant all the way out here. But meanwhile, on the Anubis, now of course the center here is where the crosshairs meet. That is the Anubis. That at exactly that point, the Anubis can see that the Ghost of the Reach is right there at the distant range. Now, distant range, this is mostly for Victor, since he may not know spacecraft range band. So the Ghost of the Reach is more than 50,000 kilometers away from you. So from this point to this point, it is over 50,000 kilometers. But I mean, he got a 14 on that roll, and so you guys are able to basically pick up enough information on your sensor pings that you're starting to get back. And this is, of course, a passive ping or a passive sensor scan. You have picked it up, and Ting has basically been able to pull it out of the background radiation soup. You don't want to turn on active sensors because that'll give away your position. Who wants to make... On the Anubis, who wants to make a... I know what I want to ask, but I don't. I need to look at a set of skills. I guess it would be... Yeah, who wants to make a deception plus intellect check?
Certainly not me.
Where are you?
Right?
Yeah,
I mean, it could be Ting again.
-2 on my... No,
Well, it would be on the... This is only for the Anubis.
Yeah.
I can do it. I mean, I'm only +1, and I'm sure Ting is more than that, but I can do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. And so it's deception plus what? Intellect?
Correct.
9.
Okay, perfect. So Qingxi, when you come out of jump, Ting checks out the passive sensors, picks up the Ghost of the Reach. Meanwhile, Qingxi is over at the holographic hull controls and basically cloaks the ship, making it black. It blends in, and so the Anubis is kind of floating. How close do you, Qingxi? So the Anubis crew on the Anubis, how close do you want to get? I mean, you're 50,000 kilometers away. How close do you want to get?
Let's see. What's the range of our weapons? I know we have fancy ones. I don't know.
So one of those, you've got the particle barbette. A very good question.
They got the ion thing. Isn't that
Is,
what they?
is that on the Anubis, or is that? I thought the ion barbette was on the Osiris.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm probably remembering.
I'm checking.
Thank you.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, yeah. I think the ion might be on the Osiris.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the particle barbette has a range of very long, and so very long, they're just out of your range. They're very long as 25,001 to 50,000 kilometers, and then of course missiles can be fired at just about. Missiles can be fired at just about any range. Now the thing to also remember about missiles. The Anubis, you have the capability, you have two different types of missiles that can be loaded into that rack. You have some nuclear missiles. I think you've got 11 of those left. And then you have at least 12 standard missiles.
Okay.
So I don't know which ones you want loaded in the rack, but I mean, you can fire missiles at any range.
Just takes time to get there.
It just takes time to get there.
Okay, well, I'd like to make sure that the particle barbette is within range,
Okay.
but basically, I'd like to stay as far away as possible for that to be true.
Okay. So go ahead and make a piloting plus dex check.
53.
Right. I know, right? It's so true.
14.
Right. So, yeah, it might as well have been 53. So you are able to bring yourself closer to... What does this have for...
Oh, wait, it's 13.
13.
I mean, it
Okay.
still probably makes it, but it's 13. It's not 14.
Ugh. So, yeah, you maintain your stealth, and you are able to close the distance. On the meanwhile, on the yacht, you guys receive a you're being hailed.
Should we pressure Princess Rao to answer how she normally would? Like a gun at her back?
We don't have an eye that can do it.
You certainly could.
Seems
I
to...
put a gauze pistol to her face.
Well, don't do it where you can see.
Right.
Yes, ma'am. I'll put it at the back of her head. How's that?
I don't know how to
It's
scream.
just a body pistol, so it's smaller.
So similar to the so this yacht, of course, has been heavily modified. And there goes. No, there it goes. It has been heavily modified. This is a jump to capable yacht. It's got holographic controls. It's pretty fancy. You guys are used to all of this fancy tech. The Anubis and the Osiris both have holographic controls. But so basically you guys are pointing a gun at Rao, telling her to act casual, and she answers the phone. And on the hologram, and now I have to type this guy's name in. Yep, there he is. This guy pops up on the hologram. He just kind of comes up out of the comm console, and he says, "Hello, Princess. Greetings.
I don't like him already.
Are you ready to make dock with the ghost?" And she says, "That's affirmative. I'm here to dock and reconfirm our alliance." And he sends out a docking ping, and then you guys are then able to get the same location data on the Ghost of the Reach. And it is...
And the other ship gets a really good picture.
Yeah, it is parked out here, about 50,000 kilometers. Which of you are piloting? If you want to dock with it, you'll need to make a piloting plus dex check.
Oh man, here we go. Start praying. My stats are decent. I just historically have rolled really bad.
Yes.
Okay. Oh wait, I put another point in at some point. I'm fine. Okay, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we'll be okay.
So if I get a 1 in any pilot, then I have a 0 in all the rest.
Yes.
So I have a +2 in pilot on this thing because I have +2 dexterity.
Wow.
Oh man, I already rolled good, but you should definitely pilot from now on. So I don't
Who knew that? Even Gregor didn't know that he was a good pilot. So, yeah, you bring the yacht about, and I mean, compared to what you're used to, the yacht kind of handles like a bathtub on roller skates, and you head towards the Ghost. As you are getting closer, you can... well, you're not able to get any internal scans because the yacht, of course, does not have, densitometers and things of that nature where you can scan the inside of ships. But you're getting closer, and this... on here... Maybe I already put it in. I did not. Of course not, because that would make too much sense. Handout. This is the ship that you see.
I want one. Mine. This is mine.
So, you are getting closer. You still have no sign. You don't even have any... So one of the benefits of the Harrier class is that you can't even detect that there's any radiation signature that there was a jump. The only radiation signature that you are detecting left over is from your jump, of you actually entering the system. So you have no idea where the Anubis is, or where, and unless you had received an active comm from the Ghost, you wouldn't have even seen it. But you are approaching it, and this guy...
We know where to dock?
You do know where to dock. He gave you coordinates. Yep. Okay. Okay, so... Shut. Hold on, I need to find something here. Here. I can fix it.
We can fix this better, faster, stronger.
Here we go.
$6 million man.
Yes, we can build him faster, stronger, but we don't want to spend too much. That'll do.
Getting ready. Got jump ship here, mateys.
Okay, so
All ready now.
there we go. So this is your yacht. Where did I? There it is. This is the yacht.
Got 2 decks.
Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go.
There's a lot of luxury rooms. Looks like it has 2 airlocks.
It might.
One on dock 1 and one on dock 2.
And of course, Gregor.
Let's see. I'm supposed to start counting squares to figure out how many turns to get there.
Yeah, the measuring tool still works. I don't know how exact it's going to be. Perhaps counting the squares is a better idea. So let's see here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you guys are there. What is 2? 2. That's so. This does have a ship's boat here, and 2. Cargo bay is 3, and that is exactly what I want.
And right above the cargo bay, it looks like an airlock.
Yes.
This is a door to the outside of the ship.
I don't know why that's so gigantically huge.
I pull out my Gauss submachine gun, go crack.
These guys.
Let me see. Gauss submachine gun. How many rounds does it have? This is going to be strange because these guys got armor.
So, well, I need to first of all make 10 is a +1. Okay. 3. Uh-oh, somebody has a bad day. Somebody's having a case of the Mondays. Try another one. Yeah, he did okay. And he did okay. Well, that reduces your fighting force, or your opponents. But from the on the bridge, well, let's see.
It's a damn marine. I'm going to push him out that airlock.
So one guy misses, which allows for the other guy. So one of the Hawk Warriors has been killed, and but the report from the guy, the other 3 Hawk Warriors have engaged in a firefight in this hall here. They have engaged in a firefight. They report to the bridge that Zhodani Marines have the Zhodani Marines have somehow boarded the ship. Now, Keith, looking at the engineering console, the integrity of the ship, he's not seeing that there was any kind of breach. You're not detected that any ship has docked.
Okay, somehow the princess passed the message.
She probably saw it really hard. We should have put a helmet on her. Oh well.
Yes. So essentially, so as soon as the firefight breaks out, Princess Rao turns to the 3 of you on the bridge and says that she basically tells you that she says you're all idiots. As soon as we got within docking range, they would have scanned my thoughts and to verify that I was who I said I was, and they of course would have picked up that I was in distress.
Not too unusual. Somebody shoot her. Can I crush her left hand? Or is she right-handed?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep. You
right-handed
have
or
my
left-handed?
blessing.
You're gonna crush the princess's hand?
Yes. I'm gonna put her
She's
on the
not gonna
table.
make
I'm
it
gonna
out
put
on
her on
the
the
table.
floor and jump up and down on it with my battle axe. You think that'll do it?
However you want, if that's what you want to do, I mean, you can go for it.
Do we have we rolled initiative yet?
Not yet. It really depends on what you guys want to do. Where's my initiative?
Gregor wants to shoot Princess Rao. Right?
Captain Beth can do it.
Yeah, I could shoot Princess Rao in the face, whatever.
I'm gonna go after these Marines. I assume my garrote won't work if they're in battle dress.
Yeah, no, the garrote kind of requires.
My knuckles are out too. Probably my blade is too.
Yeah, a garrote's going to kind of require that. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and roll initiative.
Which is
2d6 plus.
Plus either your dex modifier or your intellect modifier.
For this character, it's always dex. Because he's got 2 DM2. He's got a 12 for his dex.
Wow, okay.
I use the alternate method to make this character where you roll the die and decide where you want to put it, the number.
Right, yes.
So as soon as I roll 2 6s, it went right to dex.
Right. So, with this report coming in, Gregor, you know that there is a fight in the hall just behind you, and I'll tell you everything. So this right here is this airlock here, or not airlock, iris valve, leads to the docking port for an air raft. This, of course, is the iris valve to the bridge. This is your cargo bay. This is a ship's boat. And this, of course, is an airlock.
Do you know where the Hawk Warriors are?
The Hawk Warriors are in... The 3 surviving Hawk Warriors are in this hallway, engaged in a firefight with the Zhodani Marines.
Why don't we have the prince shoot the princess?
So, yeah, what do you want to do, Gregor? I mean, you could.
I want to go here and shoot.
You can do that. Go ahead and make your shot.
It's 2D plus Dex.
What in the
7.
No, that is a miss. What kind of gun are you shooting?
I'm using a Gauss submachine gun.
Okay, so yeah, that is a miss. Beth, what would you like to do? You
I think
are
we'll go right through the hull.
so the yacht is still inbound to dock. Of course, you're still on a course heading for the Ghost of the Reach.
How far can these people teleport?
I don't know.
Teleport specifically, I'll tell you.
So we're relatively close to the other ship. Okay.
Teleport. Reach is distant, so quite a ways. Yeah, distant in spacecraft bands. Shit, they can. I don't know. That seems awfully far. I bet it's more like vehicle bands. They don't say, and there's 2 different ranges.
Still, vehicle bands is like what? Oh, a couple kilometers at least.
Yeah, it's quite a ways. So I mean, these guys teleported over as soon as, of course, the ship was close enough that it was going to start docking. You haven't docked yet, but you could theoretically on this round.
Oh, I should use my round to do that. I also give the prince permission to start murdering his sister if he feels so inclined.
Okay.
Like, now's a good time. Okay. Wow, I did really good. 9.
Okay, so you're docking with the Ghost of the Reach?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. So Beth brings the yacht around and continues with the docking maneuver. It, of course, will dock here. Actually, it probably will dock here. Yes. Because this is up above, so it'll probably dock right here, which is the lower docking, or the lower main airlock. I'm not sure why this is so big. That looks an awful lot.
That's for King Olaf.
Right? It looks an awful lot like maybe a ship's locker. I don't know. That's strange. And I'm not sure what that is either.
It's got a door to the outside, so
whatever. Right? Yeah. So it's probably not a ship's locker. I'm not sure. So yeah. Meanwhile, over on the I am going to throw. Let's go ahead and throw. I'm gonna put Qingxi. Not that you guys are floating out in space, but it's easier to have you over here. And then I can get you on the board as it is.
Initiative. Should we roll for initiative?
Yeah, go ahead and roll for initiative so we can see where you guys are.
Okay. And it's plus Dex?
Your choice, either your Dex modifier or your intellect modifier.
Okay. They're the same since I'm in battle dress.
Yes, that is true.
8.
Okay, so.
And Jacob's got 6.
Okay. That is perfect. Okay, so actually, that's amazingly perfect. So Qingxi, you can see visually. Well, maybe not visually. I mean, that's a long fucking ways. You can see on the sensors. You can see that the yacht has turned and is docking with the Ghost of the Reach.
Sure. Well, and that was the plan the whole time.
Right. Yeah. You
So
would have no you would have no cause for concern.
Right.
Okay. Did you want to decrease range or get closer, or do you want to just maintain your distance?
Well, I would like to be as sneaky as possible.
Yeah.
And I certainly want to stay out of surprise guest range, if at all possible.
Gotcha.
So
I think is that medium? Because they got pulse lasers, if I remember.
Well, I mean, there's no ship combat going on right now, so.
Okay.
Right. I'd like to be prepared for that possibility, but since I know that the plan was for folks on the yacht to board or attempt to board the Ghost of the Reach, I'm not going to blow them up.
Right.
Unless explicitly directed to do so.
Gotcha.
So, how close can I get? Well, but I wouldn't know that they were teleporting.
Right.
I would say, like, how close can I get and avoid getting a unexpected guest? But I wouldn't be able to know that that was a threat.
Right, and there has been no there's been no outward signs that you've even been detected at all. You are seeing that you've picked up communications between the Ghost of the Reach and the yacht, but they haven't even gone active with their sensors.
Yeah, I know they've talked to each other, and I know that the yacht has boarded.
Correct.
Since I've got the Zhodani background, I suppose I would know that there are probably soldiers on that ship that can teleport.
Yes, you are.
And that'd be part of my training.
Correct. You are 100% aware of the
what possibility.
Yes, like, that there are teleporting Marines. In fact, that's a common Taj Jabbar tactic.
Right. So I would like to get as close as I can, but stay out of range.
Okay.
Of teleporters.
Okay, so go ahead and make a piloting plus dex check, and let me come back up here momentarily.
12.
Ooh, that's pretty good. You have moved slightly closer. They are now at long range, putting you between 10,001 and 25,000 kilometers. So you are slowly getting closer. They have in the green circle. That would be medium range. That's usually considered the nominal range for most ranged weapon combat.
Sure.
They usually it's the typical tactic to launch missiles much further out. That's the usual naval tactic, is to launch missiles. But so you bring the Anubis slightly closer. Keith, what are you doing? You know that Gregor has gone out, and as the door opened, you could hear the sound of gunfire.
I would like to get ready to board, so I'm going to head to. I'm going to follow Gregor and try to take out whoever is in the way of getting on that ship.
Okay.
So where's the ladder to get from first deck 1 to deck 2?
Right there.
Like here.
Okay.
Right next to you. And it drops.
Yeah, so I'll
you
head
down
to
over
that
here.
ladder, and I'll take a shot at the Zhodani Marine.
Okay.
Before attempting to get down.
Sure.
Okay. That's 10.
That is a hit with +2 to damage.
All right.
Now we see what kind of armor
28.
they got.
28?
28.
So he will take
Oh,
10.
are you shooting a laser?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need to get a beam. I need to get beam.
They're pretty good.
Okay, so yeah, you hit him, and his armor. They are wearing combat armor, and it looks like his armor took the brunt of that, but some of that damage still got through. You can see sections of the armor as like vaporized, and you can see through to uniform underneath. So some of it got through. Over on the Anubis, Jacob, is there anything in particular that you would like to do, or are you just waiting to get closer? What are you wanting to do?
I think right now the best thing is just not to compromise our location, and we need to sit pat until we have more information.
Good plan. Good plan. So, hurry up and wait. Okay.
This is the military way.
It is.
So-
It is
That is
100%.
the military way, no doubt about it.
So the Zhodani,
Having
this
grown up in the military and been in the military.
right. So this Zhodani, this little Zhodani right here, is going to.
He's gonna run for mama.
He's going to attempt to kind of leapfrog to there. He's going to take a shot with his Gauss rifle at Keith. Yeah. That's a hit.
Has the prince shot the princess yet?
He has not. That's going to be 4 plus 3 plus another 3. Okay. And the Gauss rifle goes Bert, and 27 points of damage to Keith.
I'll take 1.
Okay.
Way to go.
Hey, at least he should be impressed that he even got through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good show.
This Zhodani. Let's see here. So he can move 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he can do that. And he is going to take a shot at Gregor.
Come on, man.
And he just hits. But he only does 17. I don't know that even gets through your battle dress.
25.
Okay, so there's a small sparkler light show as the 4mm rounds bounce off of Gregor's battle dress. We're back to Gregor. What do you want to do?
I want to shoot the guy at the door going to the airlock.
This guy here?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm close.
Yes. Yes, you are.
So that's +2, right?
Correct. Are you firing on burst? So burst allows you to add your auto score to your damage.
Let's see, the auto score is 4. So do I add the 2 now?
No, it's just for damage. There's 2 types of auto fire. There's 3.
I mean, if I'm close, do I add +2 on the...
So your Gauss SMG has what, auto 4?
Yeah, and AP 30.
Okay. So with
submachine gun.
So with auto 4, you could add 4 to your damage. So it's basically firing 4 rounds, and that is added to the damage. The other option, of course, is just going full auto, and that allows you to spray up to 4 targets that are within 2 meters of one another.
I don't think I'll do that. We'll do burst.
Okay.
As far as the hit calculation, I have +1 on slug and +2 on dexterity.
That would be it.
Do I get +2 for being close?
Yes.
Like 12.
That is a hit. So that is an additional +4 to damage on top of the +4 that you already got from auto. So +8 total.
And the submachine gun is +3. 3D +3. So that's 3D +11.
So,
That's terrible. Only got 16.
what's the damage for a Gauss?
3D plus
146. Let me look it up. What does it say? It says, yeah, 3D +2 +8.
plus
So that's
8.
Yeah, so that's 3D +10 total.
How's that?
Okay, there we go.
At least I got through.
Yeah,
Actually, reroll.
you certainly did. He will take 7, and that's going to be a problem for him.
Is he unconscious yet?
Yes, he is. He has a serious problem in that he is grievously wounded and unconscious, and he slumps to the floor. We can move him.
Air Force all the way.
So, Beth, you have successfully docked with the ghost. What do you want to do?
I want to prevent anyone from absconding with this so I can get up and kill some stuff, but I don't know. Is there a key? Do I have to shut something down? Like, I don't know how to...
Oh, you can.
Sure no
yeah, you can lock. You can lock out the controls and put a password on them. I mean that.
I
if
want to do that.
Yeah, if you're the pilot or captain of the ship, that's not a problem. Now, the only downside, of course, is that this is Rao's ship, so she's going to have some kind of master control.
Not for long.
Yeah, I mean, there's a surefire way of stopping that.
Yeah, is it like a significant action to lock the thing?
No, I would assume that's part of your shutdown sequence.
Okay, and Prince Herrick is taking forever to murder this woman, so I'm just gonna have to do it, I guess.
Yeah, he's standing there, and he has a Gauss pistol. Actually, it's not a Gauss pistol; it's a mag rail pistol. You know, practically an inch away from her face, and he cannot bring himself to do it.
All right, I'll do it. It has to be
Good
done.
one, Princess. Lord of the pirates comes and gets her.
So, I mean, if you're going to just go ahead and do it, I mean, I would say that this counts as like a coup de grace because she's not even wearing armor of any kind. She's just, sitting there.
Yeah. No one tell Ching Shi how this happened.
I'm sure she's going to be entirely broken up about it.
Yeah, so I locked out the thing, I went kapow, and then I think I can move a little bit.
Yep,
and that's
you
about
certainly
it.
can. So you pull out your...
Broken up, so I didn't get to do it.
Right, yeah, you pull out your pistol and end her. And Prince Herrick just has this sudden shocked look of horror on his face as he's looking at you like, what have you done?
Oh, God. What a...
What
You know what?
a wimp! Get a line. I agree, Captain Back.
She would have killed him in an instant. She wouldn't have hesitated.
That's the difference between Rao and Herrick.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the difference.
And that realization really sums up. I mean, again, the difference between the two of them. Rao wanted to rule in the Sindalian way through conquest, whereas Herrick's idea of ruling the kingdom is as a gardener of worlds. He wants to give technology out. He wants to bring all the worlds up.
Yeah, unfortunately, his plan is a little too simplistic.
Maybe
He'll never fuck with us, though. I'm pretty sure after
Somebody's
that.
gonna have to build it.
his plan might be a little bit too
Stuff.
his plan might be a little bit too simplistic, but you already know how Rao's plan has turned out. It's been going on for over 2,000 years, and that isn't working very well either.
It had no chance.
Right,
Maybe very short term, but anything beyond that, it's gone. It was
Right.
not gonna work.
right. So I don't know. Maybe his way. Got to try something different.
Only thing I'm saying is somebody's got to help them have the infrastructure in order to use the knowledge.
Maybe Tech World will help. We'll figure it out.
Right. You guys have already set up a lot of that. So
Yeah.
so where are you running to, Beth?
I'm following my crew to go kill the Marine and board the other ship and kill anybody over there.
Okay. So
If I'm right, they only have 4 Marines in that ship.
Cool.
well, that you know of, right? That's your assumption.
According to the page you showed us.
I would say that you guys are close enough that you're able to ping its tonnage. That it is 400 displacement tons. So I mean, on a ship that size, you can guesstimate.
More than 4.
It could be anywhere from 4 to 15. It really depends on what the layout inside the ship is. So, on the Anubis, meanwhile, Ching Shi and Jacob. Ching Shi, you see that the yacht has completed docking maneuvers. In fact,
Yes. Hold on just a second.
Oh.
We're conferring.
I mean, you could move to within medium range.
Right. Yeah. Well, my thought is this. I want to confer with the captain without whatchamacallit, without giving away our location. So I'm wondering if I can teleport to the ship.
Do you have the teleport ability?
I did. That's what I took my 1 in.
Uh-huh. Okay. You could. Now,
Which I know it means I'd have to move closer.
No, you could do it from where you're at. So it says, you teleport with clothing but not armor and up to 10 kilograms of equipment. The teleportation check is increased to the difficulty of 10 plus and costs an additional 2 psi. Teleportation is a talent that allows effectively instantaneous movement, limited to the movement of the teleported traveler's body, and for highly skilled teleports, their clothing and equipment. So, depends if you want to teleport, basically you in your clothing and armor, it would be you would have to get a 10 or better. To teleport with clothing,
And
but
if
not.
I fail, do I turn into like a mist, like when they operate badly? Or do I not teleport?
Your atoms are scattered everywhere.
So one's body to
Probably
another
doesn't
independent.
say.
I don't want to turn myself into a mist if I fail.
You remember that Star Trek episode?
So no, but it could involve injuring yourself.
Okay. It seems like it's still the best course of action. So yes, I'm going to teleport to the bridge of the yacht.
Okay. So go ahead and make a teleport plus psi check. This is gonna be awesome.
And my psi is now 13.
Correct. So you.
Is that still plus 2?
It is plus 2.
$13.
Oh my.
Perfect.
She teleports sitting in the chair, captain's chair.
Right. So this is your first time teleporting, and you teleport over, and when you appear on the bridge,
Someone wants to shoot me.
two things happen. The first is that you stumble forward and drop to a knee. And the reason for that is that you were standing still on the bridge of the Anubis. But the Anubis was traveling or was moving towards the Ghost of the Reach itself. And so the momentum continued on. But you made a good enough roll that you were able to stop. The second thing that happens is that
Did it look cool?
Yes.
Even if I stumbled, did I still look cool?
Yeah, you kind of stumbled into a superhero landing. Yeah, one fist on the ground. The other thing that is happening is that there is literally smoke coming off of your armor. Everything is very hot, and you are sweating profusely.
Fair.
So one of the things that you do know is that there are special armors usually used by the Zhodani that have cooling systems in them because teleportation generates so much heat due to the the instant kinetic movement. That was using a skill. You're now down 2 psi points.
Right.
You can still get up and move.
Excellent.
With your minor action, you can move 6 meters, which would be 4 squares.
Okay, so I'm going. Well, I just need to talk to Captain.
Yeah. She's actually out in this hallway at the end of the hall, trying to get a bead on this other Zhodani. So you could just step out into this doorway.
Poke my head out the door and be like, "Hey, Captain, what's the plan here?"
So, yes. So yes, you guys would probably shit your pantaloons because you have no idea that she's even capable of doing this. She's just suddenly there, like it's an episode of Star Trek.
Star Trek survived this long in the reruns?
Keith, where are you going?
Besides being shocked, I'm going to continue with the battle. I'm going to try to shoot this Zhodani Marine that's coming down the hall towards us.
Okay.
Do you want to move yourself at all?
I want to move a little bit closer to him, yeah.
Like here?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to
I like how Keith, I'm going to move towards the gunfire. As he runs that way, you can hear the clank, clank, clank coming from the codpiece of his battle dress.
I got 8.
That's a hit. No bonus damage, but that's a hit.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay.
And he
Only
gets-
16.
Only. So it does not burn through his armor.
Yeah.
You're you're using a stutter laser rifle?
But his pack of cigarettes
I'm
are
using
already
a laser rifle. It's TL11.
Okay, so it's just a regular laser rifle, not a stutter.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna duck into that room.
Okay. So yeah, this very large airlock. I'm assuming that this airlock's bigger than normal because this is probably for pulling in cargo. And so yeah, you step into the cargo airlock and take cover. You have complete cover. He cannot hit you if you were in there.
I'm waiting to hear from me.
So, Jacob.
Jacob's on the other ship.
Yes, Jacob, you're over on the Anubis, and you see Ching Shi kind of go. Literally, what you hear is it looks like where Ching Shi was standing, it implodes on itself, and there is a clap as the air actually slams together where she was standing, or literally sitting, and she's now gone. Now, I don't even know that you know that she can do this. I don't know that how much she's imparted on you as far as her being psionic at all, but it's damn peculiar. Very odd. And now you're on a ship without a pilot.
There's still not much I could do right now because all the actions that.
Do you have any piloting ability?
I don't think so. No.
-3.
Are there Marines that have?
There's got to be a bot on there. I would think.
That's true. You guys do have a crew bot. Let me.
He's +2, I think.
He might be, yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, crew droid.
A few instructions before I left.
Yes, you were kind of in a hurry. So this is a crew droid. And looking at this picture, it has to have the voice of Alan Tudyk from Rogue One. So let's see. He has absolutely no piloting abilities.
Damn it.
But there is
He can do sensors.
There is another you guys have 2 robots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 3 if you count the Deathbot, but he's not going to be any use.
Sure he is. We need him in the ship. We need him in the Ghost.
And then here is the garbage can on a Roomba.
Astro.
There you go. He's got pilot spacecraft 1. This is AX-57. This is Keith's astromech droid that follows him around. And AX-57 can technically fly the ship.
We're gonna stay pat because I don't know what's going on. So I'm hoping she reappears just as much as we disappeared.
Okay.
So does Ting.
Yeah. Well.
Ting
Yeah,
doesn't
Ting's
have
got
any
freaking
pilot,
out.
does he?
Yeah, Ting doesn't look like he's that shocked. He's just he looks at you and goes, "Huh, I didn't know that she could do that." Like, it's Tuesday, whatever. Okay, so you're gonna hang back and wait and see kind of thing? Is that your plan?
Because I don't want to go forward and give him our position either.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that.
We could turn on our comms and send a broadcast because I think the people in the Ghost know we're coming.
Right.
That's true.
They don't know we're out there.
Right, they don't know that the Anubis is there, though.
They don't know that there's a second ship with nuclear weapons cloaked outside, within range.
Right.
They only know about the ship that's docked to them. Which is why we're trying to be sneaky about
But
it.
we wanted to send a message, we could.
Well, that's why I'm here. So I can get a message.
What's the Marine gonna do?
So the Marine over here on deck 1.
Down below.
That is a damn good question. What is he gonna do?
I assume he has comms, and he knows there's 3 more coming in down below.
8.
He can't get to the stupid ladder.
So he formulating a plan here. God, does he really want to do that? No, he doesn't want to do that.
I think I want to go find some place to hide behind and shoot.
He and that is short range.
Is that short range?
Well, I'm just looking at. So short range is 11 to 250 kilometers. Yeah, that seems like a long ways. I don't think that's correct. What is regular range? Where's my regular range?
He's going to take another -2 psi and jump out of the ship.
Yeah, he's going to do that. He is going to he's going to make a telekinesis check on Gregor.
And I have my helmet.
Push.
About how many kilograms do you think Gregor weighs in his armor?
Let me look it up.
It's not something you ask.
He's not a little dude.
That's impolite.
Remember, I grew up on a farm.
Never ask a pirate how many kilograms he weighs.
Suit weighs 100 kilograms, and I weigh at least 75.
Okay, so well, maybe he's not going to do that.
175 to 200 kilograms. I don't think I weigh 220 pounds, but maybe 180.
Okay. Well, I guess
That just so happens to weigh, really. You know, this battle suit is 100 kilograms, so I ain't light.
yeah, he's just going to shoot. I was going to try and use telekinesis, but he's only got 8 psi points left, and I just don't know that that's going to be as useful as. Oh, what the fuck? He's going to do it. He's going to make a microkinetic check. And here we. Oh, he gets 1. Okay, 1. Fuck me running. Seriously, snake eyes. I mean, this Zhodani Marine's like, fuck my life. And
I don't have one anymore. Yeah, he
screws the pooch completely, burning 3 psi points. What he was trying to do is use microkinetics to lock this door. And so then he is going to kind of duck around the corner. So he has 100% cover.
Bad.
Gregor, what would you like to do?
Okay, folks, just a quick comm check. Do I go down to the second level or not?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm asking the crew, captain, crew, should I go down to the lower deck? Because I'm right by the ladder.
You sure could. I mean, yeah, that seems fairly wise.
I'm gonna go there,
Okay.
and I'm not gonna go anywhere else. That's as far as I go because I ain't sticking my head around that corner.
Make a recon plus intellect check.
Well, let's see. It says recon is 1, intellect is 1. Well,
Okay. So you notice, you get to the bottom of the stairs, and out of the corner of your eye, you can see that there is movement down here at the end of this hallway, and kind of looking around this oddly shaped, I don't know why there's a corner here, but anyways, looking around this corner, you see that you can see one Zhodani Marine, and he's packing a PGMP-13.
oh my God.
Yeah, he's
Hey,
he's a heavy gunner.
I looked the rest of the crew. There's a heavyweight down here.
So with your movement, you can still make an attack if you'd like to, or I mean, you climbed down the ladder, but and I would say there's probably 6 meters worth of ladder. I don't know, 6 meters, that's a long ways. I would say that you probably have one more square of movement with your minor action, and you could make a shot. Now, this corner here would give you some cover. Cover. Yeah, civilian vehicle. It would give you plus 10 to armor if you wanted to duck around.
Slide it to the right. Underneath.
That's not close.
That one.
That was 2D plus 3 for me.
Dude, that is a miss. And your rounds kind of bounce off of these corners here, and this Marine now knows where you are, and they are saying you can hear communications between them that is all in Zhodani language, Zatel, which of course Ching Shi speaks. And they are now aware that Gregor is there. Beth, what would you like to do?
So using a PGMP on the ship would burn a hole in it, and
Very possible, yes.
okay. I need to get over there and try and take out.
So the fact that they're heavy, there are basically two fire teams here. One of them had teleported into the main cargo hold to try to take the bridge. The assumption here is you're not seeing that you're only seeing 2 guys, or you were only fighting 2 guys in the cargo hold. One of them didn't make it. And the second fact that their fire teams are using that kind of firepower, and the fact that they are armed with Gauss rifles at all. The usual ship-to-ship combat routine is literally to use either snub pistols and or cutlasses to
And
prevent.
shotguns. It's like shotguns.
Or shotguns, yeah. Shotguns
They'll do
are
SWAT to this armor.
right. Shotguns are possible as well, but usually cutlasses and snub pistols or snub rifles are the use, simply to prevent damage to the ship. Having one of these guys packing a PGMP-13 means that they don't care about the ship.
Yeah.
And it's pretty obvious they don't care about anybody on it either.
Well, I think, but Prince Herrick will not make it if they fuck up the ship. I'm pretty sure. So
yeah, I
that's
mean,
kind of-
well, I mean, you can have a hull breach, and these iris valves can be sealed off. So, I mean, these down here on deck 2, these are standard iris valves, but these up here, these are airlocks. So, if Herrick is on the bridge, this can be sealed. And, you know, as long as there is air being pumped into the Atmo, he'll be fine. And if life support goes offline, he's got a little while. Whatever air got pumped in there, that's what he's going to recirc.
Is there an emergency vac suit in the bridge?
Probably. I'd rather not lose the ship if I could avoid it. But the best gun that I have besides my PGMP is my Nova gun, which is 4D plus 3. I don't think I could take the guy out. So I might just have to go down there and heavy gun it. Fuck. Alright.
So, yeah, I mean...
I left Keith to take care of and Shing to take care of the one still upstairs.
Okay, they were getting... Yeah.
If you drew the heavy gunman to like the center of the ship, you know, away from the hull, at least that wouldn't be breached. You know what I mean? Like, if
They're gonna... Yeah, I don't know. I gotta just get to it.
Fuck shit up, but at least then you won't have a hull breach.
I mean, it doesn't say so on the map, but I am guessing that this room right here is like a private movie theater.
Sweet. Okay.
Wait, but Beth, before you go downstairs,
and it's got an airlock.
Issue some orders for what you want Jacob and Ting and I to do. Because I know you don't want us to nuke the ghost because you want to try and steal it.
Maybe you guys should make your presence known, and maybe we can make them surrender.
Okay. We can do that.
Okay. So Beth, you can make a shot.
All right.
Time to do some redecorating.
What is this Nova gun she's got?
So Nova Gun was out of Journal of the Traveler's Aid Society, and it's basically, it's like what, one shot every 2 rounds, and it's a single.
I thought I was busting out the PGMP because we're like fucked.
Right.
Either way.
Right, but he's asking what the Nova Gun is. So it basically shoots a rainbow-colored laser, and then expends its battery in one shot. And it's basically a really excellent sniper rifle, but it's a single-shot weapon, and then you gotta drop the pack and reload another one with significant action before you can shoot it again. So it's once every other round. It's basically a laser crossbow. It's basically what that is.
But it's got what, 2-mile range?
I got 11 on my thing.
You got an 11. Okay. All right. So PGMP does 1DD. So roll 1d6 times 10.
3.
30 points. Yikes. I don't think he can take 30
Well,
points.
his armor's only 19, I think.
Might be more.
His armor is 18, so you did 12 points of damage.
I want to yell that they're pinned down. There's nowhere to run. Because it's true.
guy certainly doesn't have any endurance left.
You catch him in the chest with the PGMP. The whole area lights up with a lightning bolt as it streaks down the hall and catches this Zhodani Marine in the chest. It burns through his armor, just vaporizes the armor. His chest is, I'm very badly burned, and there's smoke coming out of his helmet. Oddly enough, he is still standing.
Wow. That's dedication.
I'm sure he kind of wishes he wasn't, and he's going to need a lot of plastic surgery, but he is still standing. So, Qingxi, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna pop back to my ship.
Okay. Roll a teleport plus psi check.
All right. So now my size 11. So what does that make my bonus?
So your bonus is +1.
Okay. I don't want to die. 10.
Okay. You got it exactly. So that costs you another 2 psi points.
Burning through it. That's okay.
And Jacob and Ting see you. So Keith.
Okay, guys. Here's the
Well,
plan.
Keith's in the airlock, so he doesn't hear anything. But on the bridge of the Anubis, you guys see Qingxi kind of just poof into existence, smoldering, smoke coming off of her armor, and kind of stumbles and grabs one of the command couches, and she is back.
All right.
Fire all torpedoes, photon torpedoes,
Yes.
phasers.
Yeah, so, Qingxi, I guess you are in command of the Anubis. What are your orders?
Well, we're going to start closing the gap. And we were instructed to make our presence known.
Yeah, because they think they're going to melt our ship and run away.
Right. So I would like to launch a traditional missile
Okay.
across the bow of Ghost of the Reach without hitting it.
Got shot across the bow.
Well,
That's-
you could make a
order.
particle beam shot at this range. You're at long range. You could
Okay. But I want to miss. That's
right.
the point.
So
Okay.
you could give the order, and Jacob could make that shot, but he doesn't have to waste a missile doing it.
Okay. So yeah, then we'll hit them with the particle beam, or don't hit them.
Okay.
Fart in their general direction
Yes.
with the particle beam.
Okay. So you relay the plan. Keith, what are you doing?
So I'm going to let me just check something. I want to know how far I am. Okay. So
Just to let you know, I'm imagining that these psi helmets look completely dorky. Like they're
Yeah,
probably conehead shaped.
Anything that's like that.
Nano.
Yes.
I'd really like them to look like Time Lord paraphernalia, with like the big gold discs.
Yes, maybe. Yeah.
I vote for that.
I'm gonna pop right here
Okay.
Does he have
as fast
do
as
we
I
have
can
a little yellow tin Lizzie like the ghost?
and fire.
Go for it. You get a +2 for short range.
That's what I thought. Thank you. So that's 10.
Okay. So that is a +2 to your damage.
Okay. $22.
Holy shit. Okay.
Like
He's
the
going to
first.
take 4. So yeah, you run in there and blast him almost at point blank range. Not quite. There's still 1.5 meters between you and him, and it stitches a path across his armor. So over on the Anubis, and we'll call it at the end of this round for the night. But at the end of so over on the Anubis, so Jacob, you can I'm assuming that you have gunner turret. I'm making that assumption.
That is correct.
Okay, so you're trying to fire a warning shot. You can make a gunner turret plus dex check. I mean, I'm assuming that. I mean, that's what Jing-Shi told you to do. I'm assuming that that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? No! Oh, please don't hit the ship by accident.
What you get?
It won't matter. We're going to blow it up anyway. They fight too hard.
One for gunner, one for dex.
Yeah,
5.
5.
And the particle barbette goes through the through the yacht.
Well, no, it's only an average failure. So it's not catastrophic.
We didn't want to hit it anyway, so we just continued to not hit it.
Well, it doesn't hit anything, and it's not really that scary. But the particle barbette, a big lightning bolt shoots out across the vastness of space, and misses the Ghost of the Reach by a mile. But you are now. It's pretty obvious where you're at. So your position has been made known. Did you want? Is there anything else that you want to do? Do you want to announce your presence? Do you want to hail them? Do you want to?
Well, no, because I want to shoot and then move and then shoot again.
Okay, so that'll take place.
Well, I mean, and I know that'll be the next round.
Right.
But I'd rather pew while stealthed. They're like, oh, there they are, and then move, and then pew again, and maybe give the impression that there's more of us out here than just me.
Right. I gotcha. Okay. So, that wasn't. I mean, that could have been a lot worse. He could have rolled snake eyes, so that would have been.
I would have laughed if it and your fail went right through the heart of the drive of the Ghost of the Reach. Everyone is dead, and you don't get a ship. Good job.
Sudden fusion reactor meltdown. The Zhodani Marines. First of all, over here with Keith, this Marine is going to. He's going to back up 1 square, kind of, and he's going to shoot. And he hits Keith with a +5 to damage. +3 for auto is +8. 29 points.
Ouch.
Your shit's fucked up, huh?
It gave me 3 points of damage, so.
Dang, dude.
Yeah. That's not good.
I've got a sliver! Over here, this Marine books it down the hall. This Marine is going to go here, and this Marine is going to go here. Actually, this guy can go further than that. He can go another 6 meters. Yeah, he's going to go like right there. These two are going to fire down the hall. Both of them are going to fire full auto. So they get 3, or they'll get 2 shots. Technically they would get 3, but it doesn't matter. Well, they'll go ahead and take 3. So the first shot is normal. 1 on Beth. 10 is a hit. Second one on Gregor is a hit. And a third one back to Beth is a hit. So 2 hits on Beth, 1 with +2, 1 with 0. First one on Beth, 21 points of damage.
I'm fine.
Okay. Next one on Beth, 13 isn't going to get through either. And then on Gregor, that's only +1 to damage. But Gregor also has +10 for armor. 17's probably not going to get through at all.
No, I got 35.
Yeah.
With the +10.
Yeah, +10 because of the bulkhead in front of you. All right, so we will go ahead and call it there for the night, and we will pick up with your issues on the yacht next week. And so there's going to be a surprise ending to this whole debacle that I kind of put together on my own because all the pieces fit. And it is not a part of the actual written adventure, but boy, it sure makes sense. And so, yeah. I'm looking forward to the looks on your faces.
Especially when Shink blows the hell out of the ghost.
Well, yeah, well, I'm thinking further along than that, but yeah.
She's going to put a nuke up its tailpipe.
Right? Yes, well. All right, so we will pick this up next week at 7 o'clock on Wednesday night for the next episode of the Pirates of Drinax. Have a good night, guys.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good night.